Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2. Today, we have a big episode, I think. We're going to try out head tracking. Now I don't have a head tracking device. This is a software only solution that you use with your webcam. And I kind of had to add a phone involved in it too, but I'll talk about that as we get going. So let's jump right in and get started checking this out. First of all, we need a job, so we're going to get external contracts. Now we have been since pushed back to Toulouse, which is our base. And there is, right here, we're going to take these luxury SUVs from Toulouse to Bordeaux. It's only a 3-hour delivery, but I think that's going to work out fine for us today because we've never been to Bordeaux, so that will actually get us another city in France. But this is pretty cool. Now, I've only screwed around with this for about 10 minutes or so I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work. But first of all, some thanks are in order before we get started. But let's actually take a look at it. So what happens is, if I look this way with my head, the view goes like that. Look at this, like hands-free. I'm not touching anything. If I go this way with my head, looks out the window now. It's a little choppy there to the left, but because I'm not looking at it. We'll sort that part out, but I think my hand was in front of my face. So if I look that way, it goes left. Now I'm going to center it because I think that helps a little bit. So go this way, go left. Looks like it's not recognizing left all that well. Right. All right, but we're going to screw around with it. Left. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to screw around with the settings on it a little bit, and then we'll get going here. Yeah, there we go. So what I had to do is I had to stare right at the camera and then reset it. And now when I look just a little bit to the left like that, it works perfect. So this looks pretty slick. So far, so good. And let's get started in our drive and see how it works. And I'll talk about a little bit about what I've done with it and how I've got it going and stuff like that. So we have to go get our stuff. Let's get this going here. It's kind of cool to be able to like just look with your head. Actually, no, hang on one second. I got to move the mic here too. That's in the way. Got lots of gizmos and bebop. You can look up too. Up, I noticed, doesn't seem to work that well. It does that. Whoa. Whoops. And then down doesn't work that well. But I don't need down and up. I just need right and left, which is pretty cool. So, all right. So let's get going here and see if we can make this work. So look like that. Looking out the window, we look forward, straight ahead. This is pretty cool. I'm going to share all kinds of information, like how we found it and stuff like that, and how I got it working and everything on the course of the drive here. But yeah, so far, it's going to take a little while to get used to. I don't feel like I'm all that 100% comfortable with it yet, because I keep wanting to turn the keystrokes and stuff like that. But yeah, so far it feels almost more natural than the keystrokes already. So it looks like we got about 3 minutes here. So first of all, thank yous are in order for people getting this going here. And then we'll talk a little bit about how it's working. And then we'll talk a little bit about just life in ETS2 and stuff like that. So first of all, I posted on one of the American Truck Simulator series. If you haven't seen that one, it's probably worth checking out too. About this head tracking software that YB0403 had shared. And so, this is so slick, actually. This works really well. I just look to the left, and I can look around the corner. Now I got to go get just got to make sure I'm centered a little bit here. Where's our... Oh, I keep wanting to look. Where's our trail? Oh, it's over there. Okay. So we'll pull around. The only thing I notice, it doesn't seem to work very well for looking out the door here. But I can look to the right. I don't think it's going to take very long at all to be natural with this. Now... I have noticed, though, for example, like I'm back up to look out the window all the way. I kind of have to look away from the screen. Oh, I can kind of see it in my OBS software here, but is that going to work? Oh, that's really cool. So I'm kind of cheating now. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at my OBS recording software. Otherwise, I can't see my main screen, which is kind of over there. But this works. If I can look in OBS, that's okay, too. It's all the same view. Up here. All right, and we hit T. And we should be set. So what do we got here? We got some luxury SUVs. Just a 3-hour drive, but I think I'm not going to really take any breaks in this one. We're just going to kind of play around with the head tracking software, and we'll talk about how this is working. So yeah, 2-hour and 53-minute journey. It's going to pick us up 10,000. This is so neat. It is so natural. I can just glance my head to the right like that, and I'm looking out, and then bring it back forward. And it seems to lock. So let's give credit here where credit is due, right? So, whoa. It's a little delay going left, maybe, but not really. You can look again. Straight ahead. So, first up, yes. I mentioned, let me go back and retrack. I mentioned that I had heard from YB0403 who mentioned about this eye tracking device that you could spend a couple $100 for. And I'm like, well, that's great, but I'm not going to spend a couple $100 for an eye tracking device, right? That just doesn't make sense. And so then I thought, okay, well, so much for that. But then Nathan Johnson posted in the video that I mentioned that in, he posted a comment that said, I'm a little confused. All right, okay. Can't see the lights, that's right. In Europe, the lights are at the front of the parking. So if I look over there, can I see it? There we go. Okay, now we're getting it sorted out here. Well, that's cool. I can move my head to see the light, which normally I can't see. There we go. Green lights. All right. So anyway, to go back to what we were talking about, this truck is so much more powerful than left. Oh, this is so nice. Those turns are so tricky by the keystrokes there. But anyway, to go back. So I heard about the eye tracking software. Left, yep. Go around the rotary. Over there. And we're good. Ah, this is cool. And then Nathan Johnson said, hey, there's this software tracking version that you might want to try. And that's by AP101 Gaming, who made an amazing video that tells you how to set it up. So I went and I followed his video and I set it up, and it works great. I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. I'm going to make a video on it. However, then we ran into the problem that the webcam can either be recording in OBS. I can either give the webcam to OBS or I can give the webcam to this eye tracking software. Problem, right? So, because now you can't see me. Otherwise, you could see me with all these like pink dots on my face, which that's not really all that helpful, right? Speeding ticket here. So then there's a second way that he posted, AP101 Gaming posted in his video, that was about how to do it with a phone, but it was only a Windows phone. So that doesn't help because I get an iPhone. But then I thought, wait a second, I bet I can accomplish the same thing with an iPhone. So I screwed around. I downloaded an $8 app for my iPhone, installed it on my iPhone, kind of wirelessly hooked that up by Wi-Fi to the PC, and it works great. So what I'm doing right now is I've got my iPhone capturing my head, transmitting that to the PC, giving that to the eye tracking software, which in turn ETS2 registers. It's so cool. So basically there's two pieces of software. Well, maybe it's a little bit more complicated. Anyway, I'll put a link into AP101 Gaming's video because that's an awesome job. And then if people want to do it with an iPhone, just let me know. I can kind of give you details on that. But it's basically the same thing. So this is pretty cool, though. And let me show you a little bit here about how it works. So let me see if I can get this right. This is the picture of what the webcam is capturing. So you can see that my phone right here, this is two of me, is capturing my face and recording where the head is, and then the tracking software is capturing that when I move my head this way, it picks it up. When I move my head straight, it registers, it centers it again. When I move my head this way, it goes that way. If I go all the way around like that, it turns with it. So that's all that head tracking software is doing. But it works really well. So basically I just took my phone, I put it on a tripod right in front of it, and it's just transmitting wirelessly to the computer. Isn't that cool? And it's really cool. And this actually, I like this. Whoops. It's going to take a little while to get used to, but I like it better already. I feel like if I just screw around with this for maybe like this ride or so, it's going to be better than trying to do it with keystrokes. Because with keystrokes, looking that way was always such a pain in the butt. And this is relatively smooth. I mean, it doesn't seem... It's got a little chop to it maybe, but I think I can tweak some of the settings on the camera to get it to work right. And I got to kind of adjust the camera placement and stuff like that too. So, but I mean, this is for, screwing around with it for like 5-10 minutes and then kind of screwing around with the iPhone adaptation for about 5 or 10 minutes and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a little, maybe a touch of a delay. But altogether though, I think this is pretty cool. And let's take a look here. Whoa. Let's take a look right here on the truck, because the truck looks so cool now. I basically spent a ton of money to upgrade 80,000 to get all the little bits and bobs that I've been kind of concentrating on in American Truck Simulator. look at this. We got the lights up the top there. That's so cool. And then the bar in front, like decals and stuff on the side. And we got the tires with the purple letters and stuff like that. I mean, this is, yeah, we went all out kind of setting this one up here. So let's get a screenshot for the thumbnail there. And that should be pretty good. And then let's get back and drive here. So, but yeah, I thought it'd be fun to come into American Truck Simulator and try this Euro Truck Simulator. I haven't been here for a while too. So it'd be pretty cool. I think maybe I'll try to work a little bit on some of the French achievements, but with Wyoming coming out in American Truck Simulator, we don't want to screw around with it too much because it's only 7 days away now, and then we'll be there. So anyway, I guess we do have about 2 hours or so left. I'm going to kind of play around with this eye tracking stuff a little bit more, and then let me turn myself off here. There we go. So it's two of me. That's probably kind of annoying. But we'll be back shortly. Maybe about an hour and a half left in the trip, and I'll give some more thoughts on how this seems to be working and everything. So we've got about an hour left, and I'm just trying to get a sense for the delay on the tracking here too. So like if I move my head there, there's definitely a delay, isn't there? It's I don't think it's a full second. I'm gonna guess maybe a half second. So if I go like that, yeah, it takes maybe a half second for it to adjust, probably. But it's not long. It's a little, I mean, it's a touch noticeable. But all things considering, to have this is totally free, just software based, using your webcam and an iPhone. This is, I feel like this is pretty cool here. Can I go through this with the auto pass? I can, right? Wait for this, right? Yeah, there we go. Good. I keep forgetting about tolls in Europe and how they work. But yeah, so I mean, kind of have to, I mean, it's not instantaneous. It's not the same speed as my head, but certainly serviceable. And I just love that I can look like that, and I look to the side. Now, the only thing is I have to remember to keep the truck straight. It's a little bit tricky, but I don't think it's going to take very long to get used to this. This is already feels more comfortable than using the keypad, using the HUD on my wheel here. So anyway, that's pretty cool. Pretty excited about this. It is a little, whoa, gotta remember to center it. That's a little bit, if I'm not centered, it's going to take a while to get used to it, I'm sure. So, altogether, though, pretty happy. Whoops, I keep... And then not going far enough or too far and stuff like that. But I think these are just details. Considering I've been using it maybe 10 minutes since the very first drive I've tried it, I feel like this is something I'll get used to really quickly. And pretty soon it's just going to be second nature. I was thinking, too, if I could get to the point where... Because right now I have my right mirror is on the right side. But I wonder if I could get used to just looking that way to see my mirror, right? And then I don't need this mirror all the ways visible like that, which might be kind of cool. Though it is kind of convenient to have the right side mirror always visible like that, for sure. But certain stuff to play around with anyway. So it looks like we got about 27 minutes left or so. And we'll check in as we're getting close to parking.
Demnächst links abbiegen.
All right, we are here
Endlich.
at Lisette Logistics, I think. These trucks are so much easier to drive than the trucks in the US. They're just so much nimbler. So let's see, 90 XP. Let's see if we can do that. Okay. We will give this a try, of course. Just have to think about how we're going to approach it. I'm thinking we can just go down the left-hand side, go a little bit past it, and then back it in. So let's try that. Gosh, this looks so much easier than parking in American Truck Simulator. All right. Yeah, it's starting to feel more natural to look. Oops, I got to remember to turn, though. Here we go. Yep. Straight. This looks pretty easy. Not my best attempt here on the first shot. A little rusty with European parking, apparently. Let's try this again. Alrighty, not my best first shot, but we'll get it on the bounce, I think. So bad. I don't know why. I guess I haven't backed up a regular thing for a while. Because I've been doing the articulated trailers in the US, so this is like a sadly embarrassing, I can't park this adventure. Oh my god, it's so bad. I'm not even close. What is... What are we doing? Why am I so awful? Okay. Oh, really? Crash vehicle offense? What did I hit? Alright. Finally we got it. That took forever. I don't even want to see. I can't even imagine how that long that took. Alright, we're home. So, got a little bit of a dinger on those trailers. Maybe they didn't appreciate us pushing them out of the way for a while there. But anyway, we got 10,000, 11,000, maybe 10,000, a little bit more, closing in on level 28. So it's fun to come back to Europe too and kind of spiff out the truck and try out the head tracking. Let me know what you think. Did it look pretty cool? Did it delay too much? Have you tried it? If you want, I'll put links down to the video and then the software as well. And if you have questions on how to get it working with an iPhone, just let me know and maybe I could do, because I don't think that was in the tutorial that I saw. It was just about if you're trying to get it to working with the Windows phone. But if you don't need to record if you're not using like OBS to record or something like that, then you probably don't have to hook it up by the phone and you can just use the software solution, which worked great. So, but let me know if you try it and it gets it working or something like that. It seems to be pretty cool. I think it's worth doing. So I think on like longer drives in particular, I'll probably hook this up. I like it better than the keyboard controls or the wheel HUD controls too. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please consider subscribing and we'll see you next. We'll go back to ATS. For probably 1 or 2 more drives before Wyoming comes out. I'm toying still with that idea of doing the 7 days in Wyoming with an episode every day once the DLC comes out. But we'll think through that. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.